What's going on, people? This is your boy Michael O, your Chief Motivational Officer. Listen, I am excited to bring you a brand new podcast, Moving Mountains, hosted by myself. Find me on Spotify, find us on iTunes, find us on YouTube. Connect with us, Moving Mountains Podcast. What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Moving Mountains Podcast. I am your host, Chief Motivation Officer, Michael O. I am excited about the show today. I'm really excited because the world has been bombarded by cryptocurrency, by blockchain, by NFTs, all of this new technology that has come into the space. And a lot of people are talking about it. And if you follow me on socials, if you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, I talk about it quite a lot. And I like to ask you guys questions. And when I ask questions, a lot of people tell me they don't know what NFTs are. So I wanted to do a really special show. I wanted to do a special episode dedicating to the education of NFTs, because I've been involved in it, but I'm involved in it because people around me are. I got to admit, I don't fully understand everything that I'm involved in at the moment. So I've brought two special friends in here with me. They are from the Royal Falcon Club. I have got Mr. Yusuf and Mr. Abbas with me. These guys are my plugs.
Thanks for having us. We'll plug as much information for you.
Absolutely. Welcome to Moving Mountains Podcast.
You.
I appreciate you taking the time to be here. Do you know what I mean? And you guys, since I have known you, you have been bombarding me literally every week with new exciting projects, which is fantastic. And I want to bring the audience in. I want to bring the audience in a little bit. I am aware that NFTs is something new. You guys didn't go to university for this. You guys didn't go to school for this. So how did you get into NFTs as it is at the moment?
Yeah, there's no qualification, there's no education for NFTs, but there is experience, losses, and gains. And you have to go through that kind of experience to start to understand how to get into NFTs, what's a valuable NFT, what is a project that you know could make it. And I'll explain kind of how I got into NFTs. Obviously, everyone starts with cryptocurrency. Yeah. And I got into cryptocurrency last year, actually the year before when I had COVID. And you know, you're stuck in a
So thank God for COVID?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shout out COVID. So you get into, you know, you're stuck in a room for 2 weeks, symptoms kind of start to go away. And I'm like, I'm bored. What can I do? And I started going into YouTube, Twitter, and you start to discover, you know, what a Bitcoin is, what's the value behind Bitcoin. So you start to invest, you make some gains. You're like, okay, I'll take my gains. What can I move it on to? And then only last year, when I started to look into NFTs, the YouTuber that I watch, started to talk about like Bored Ape Yacht Club. What's that? So he said he shows a picture with an ape with laser eyes, and I'm like, what? Let me look into this. Right. So I look into it. I'm like, $600 for a picture of an ape with laser eyes? No thanks.
And how much is that worth now?
Yeah, and right now it's about 100 ETH minimum.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what 300,000.
Just to put that in context, that's like $300,000.
Yeah, from $600 investment that I missed.
That is
only
insane.
Because. Like, we always discuss this, Abbas and I would say, like, it's not about the fact that I didn't have money to invest. I was throwing money into, like...
You didn't see the value.
Crap coins. I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
And if I was educated early enough, I think I would have aped into apes.
So this is perfect, because that's what I want to talk more about today, right? So I want this to be as educative as possible. So let's start with what an NFT is. At the moment, it just feels, for the world looking in, it looks like a really expensive JPEG, right? We don't know if it's a non-fungible token, non-fungible image, non-fungible video. What is an NFT and why is it so valuable?
Yeah. So NFT, we can look at it as a technology that allow like the holders of a digital asset to prove to the people that they are the owners. Okay. It started with the fact that the artist, they are selling their collections, let's say, for the first time holders, and then these holders, they sell it again. But the artists who are coming with the collection, they don't make any more money on the second sell, let's say, right? So this is where the NFT started to, get used by the people, by the artists, because they said, okay, now I'm gonna sell my collection as an NFT. It means that I am the owner of this collection, and it can be proved digitally on the blockchain, which is type of a database, just, like the next level of database after cloud that we have right now.
Right.
Those artists, they will keep on making money, even if, for example, Abbas bought this collection or one piece of this collection and sold it to Michael. The artist will get royalties. So this is where it started at the beginning.
Right.
So NFT, as we mentioned, it's like a new technology that allows the people who are holding of any certain type of digital asset. Digital asset could be an art, could be a song, could be a tweet, could be anything also physical in the real world. that is digitalized and became like became NFT.
Right.
So this is where the whole story started.
So tell me this then. If what is stopping me from screenshotting a great artist's piece of work and saying this is my NFT?
Great question.
You go to the Louvre in France, take a
Right.
picture of Mona Lisa and post it. This is mine.
Right. Yeah.
So there is a verification process, right?
Right.
That's the idea. I mean, just like Abbas, sorry to cut you off, Abbas. I'll just to go back a bit. You are built. There's something called smart contract, and you can tell that smart contract to do whatever you desire, whatever you want. So whenever someone creates an NFT, they can tell that smart contract that anytime it's sold on OpenSea, which is the secondary market, royalties of 5%, 6% on any secondary sale on the market. So anytime it's sold, the artist or the original creator will take that 5% or 6%, whatever the percentage is in royalties, every time it's sold for life. It's on the blockchain. Then, because it's on the blockchain, if someone screenshots it,
Right.
we can ask them, okay, let's show me the address or show me the QR code so I can verify it on that blockchain to see if you're the true owner of it. So what's Twitter doing now? Twitter just launched something called the blue verification.
Yes, I heard
which is
about that.
which is connecting your MetaMask to your profile to Twitter, and then it'll prove that you are the owner of that NFT, and then it'll give you like some hexagon or some shape on the Twitter
So
profile
this is
picture.
if you use it as your profile picture.
If you use it as your profile
Got
picture,
it.
which is another way of getting rid of scams, and that's a whole nother discussion.
That is crazy. Crypto is literally taken over the world. Blockchain has taken over the world. I want to take this a little bit deeper if you'd let me, right?
Sure.
Because we know that this whole cryptocurrency, NFTs, other technology that will be formed is based off of this blockchain technology, right? We're in class today. We want to learn about it all. Give us a little bit of a brief about what blockchain technology is, that it even allows things like digital currency and digital arts to be built on.
So the easiest or simplest way to describe the blockchain, we all remember the floppy disk, right?
Right.
So it was a way to store data. After the floppy disk, we had the CDs, the DVDs, and then hard disks, and then maybe later on huge, let's say, racks and hard disks to put a lot of data, and then the cloud.
Yeah.
The problem, the problem of all of these type of ways to store information, it's all centralized. Mean there is one company behind it, and if this company shut down, all the information is there. That's it, gone. So the blockchain came as a new technology, which is like the level upper of a cloud where you store data and everything is public. Everything is public means it is a decentralized network of computers, of softwares connected together, and there is no one company or one person who control the whole system. So that's why we say the blockchain is very hard to be hacked, and it's very hard to take it, that the governments or whoever is trying to hack it and take it down.
They're trying though.
They're trying.
12 years now.
They are
Yeah.
trying. So this is, let's say, a simple way to describe the blockchain. Now, there is what we call also the ledger on the blockchain, means that if I am a computer on this blockchain, and you have one and Yusuf has one, for example, if I want to send you money on the blockchain, so this transaction, it's going to be written in a ledger similar to the ones that the banks use. But the difference is the ledger of the banks is in their database, like closed, stored. This one will be public for everyone. Like everyone on the network will be able to come and see, okay, so Abbas sent to Michael this amount. And the people on the whole network, they have access to this information. So there is no way to fake it, let's say.
Right.
So either it happened or no.
Right.
This is where the beauty of the blockchain, and this is where also we'll come back to the question of, okay, what if I take a copy or I screenshot any NFT out there, right? So if you screenshot any NFT, okay, fine, you have the JPEG, but the real asset behind it is not on the blockchain, because I can go to the blockchain and verify, is Mike really the real owner or no? It's like, I like to use this example always. Today, if I want to fake having a Rolex, I just, go to Souk Naif here and I buy a Rolex. And maybe only few people, they will know if it's a real one or no. Now, imagine if there was a way that if I let's say, wear this Rolex, and there's a huge sign on it says this is fake. This is how NFT works.
Right.
If it's real, no, everyone will know. If it's fake, everyone will know.
Right. When I explain cryptocurrency to people, I think for some time, obviously crypto has been around for 12 years, right? And I feel like it was like when computers first started, it was a specialist group of people that were into it. Because it was the nerds, it was the creatives who were into the Apple, the earlier Macintoshes and things like that. It wasn't a public thing. It's now that it's kind of widespread. And crypto had that journey. Crypto had that journey where in the beginning it was very specific to people who were into this stuff. Now I've been telling people that, we are living in a world and approaching an era where you can't afford not to be into crypto because it has grown in so much value, and our fiat currency, fiat is also cash, our cash currency, the money you have in your bank account is being devalued by the day, especially during COVID. Inflation has gone up by 7% in certain places. Your cash is not going to be able to hold up. So crypto has now become an essential hedge for your money. Tell me why Bitcoin is, even on its, Bitcoin is what, at the time of this film is around what,
38.
38, okay. At the time of this recording, it's around 38,000, right? $38,000. 4 years ago, even a year ago, this was its lowest point. I mean, do you know what I'm saying? This was its highest point this time. Yeah. So it continues to, we're having higher lows, as they call it, because the asset is growing in value. What is so unique about cryptocurrency that allows it to be able to grow in value? And from what I foresee, it's only going to continue to go up.
Yeah, I think it's the fact that it's a hedge against inflation, and the fact that it's almost like a new product in a portfolio. I mean, so a lot of companies, a lot of people have a portfolio of stocks, gold, silver, and now crypto is the new one.
Absolutely.
Even if you look at some of these major consulting companies or these major finance companies now are starting to get into NFTs. So they've gone into crypto.
Ray Dalio.
Ray Dalio's getting into it.
Yeah.
Peter Schiff needs to start getting into
it's crazy.
crypto, but we'll
crazy.
see. The fact that it's only been, 2 years that has been popular,
right? And
most of these companies have started to put into their portfolio cryptocurrencies. And only this year, you're starting to see these major companies buy NFTs, Visa buying NFTs, athletes, super athletes starting to buy
Adidas making
Adidas,
their own,
Nike, Gucci, Prada.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So it's I mean, the wave is here, and it's still early.
Yeah.
Still early. I mean, talking about utility and stuff, it's still early.
Yeah. Where could this go? Like, what could be next? Like, we've got digital art, there's video, music, what are the possibilities of where blockchain could go?
I think it's, so right now you have music, which is clear. I think, was it Tyga or Tory Lanez that made his music and launched 1 million copies of his thing and sold out in a minute?
Did. I don't know who
Yeah,
it was.
$1 million in a minute.
That's crazy.
That's nice.
That's crazy.
Art, which is a good one. And then, community, which is almost like a cult or almost like a Freemason style community where, these members that buy a JPEG and they're like, yeah, I like this community. And then the community chooses the value of the NFT. I think there's going to be physical pieces, just like Abbas said, for verification for watches. That's the idea of it. I mean, if I want to make an NFT, a piece of jewelry that no one can copy, I make an NFT first, sell it, and then whoever owns it gets that NFT or that jewelry.
A lot of utilities. There's a lot of utilities that you can bring from physical world to the digital world. You can take an example, the real estate, man. Because imagine how big is the real estate market?
Humongous.
Huge, right? And the question is, let's take an example, Dubai, because here real estate is very famous, right? The average investor, if they want to go and buy or invest in real estate, so either he buy it to resell or buy it to rent. With the technology of NFT, and maybe we missed explaining what NFT, non-fungible token is. That maybe we can
break that down for us, please.
Explain it. So when we say a fungible token is something that you can exchange with someone else without losing the value or having the same value. For example, if I have a $100 piece with me and I give it to you, and you give me another $100, I didn't lose anything, you didn't lose anything, the same value, right? So this is a fungible token. A non-fungible token is something that if I give it to you and you give me the same one, like the same, let's say, shape or colors or whatever is the form, but it's not the same value. I'm going to give an example. Let's say I have a car, BMW 4 Series, blue color. Then you come to me and say, okay, can I have your car? So yeah, for sure, go ahead. You take the car. The next day you give me another BMW 4 Series blue, but it's not mine. So it's not the same car, it's not the same value, right? So this is a non-fungible token.
Got it.
Right? So the NFTs, the beauty of it as a technology for the art itself, when you buy a picture of, a JPEG of a ape or anything. So this asset is non-fungible because each asset has its own value, right? So this is a NFT. This is from where it comes, the non-fungible token NFT. Now back to the real estate topic. Investors will either buy to rent or buy to flip it. But to invest in the real estate, you need good amount of money, right? With the NFT, what you can do is, let's say we are a company, we'll purchase one apartment. We use the smart contract that uses, it's a code, simple code. And we say, okay, the address of this flat is XYZ, the space XYZ, and we put some information in the smart contract, and we put it inside the NFT, or it becomes an NFT, right? And we create token, we digitalize it. Like it's become digital. We create 1,000 token. The value of the flat, $1,000. Let's make it simple. So each token now has a value of $1, right? So you can go ahead and put it on the market, and you have 1,000 people who can purchase a portion of this investment, and no need to buy the whole amount. And the beauty is the value goes up, their token or their portion goes up. If you rent and you make revenue, they will get equivalent
to how much they
profit.
Bought.
Exactly. So this is one of the physical asset that you can apply on NFT.
I'm getting so many ideas just from hearing that.
I'm telling you, the sky is the limit.
This is a whole new way to be able to buy and sell real estate.
Yeah, exactly. It's a market disturber.
You can literally create mate, listen, my brain is going crazy. Because you know what? You can literally you can open companies, you can buy property.
You can hire people.
You can... But even just staying with that real estate, you can buy property and allow people who do not have enough money to be able to afford an entire property on their own.
That's true.
To own a piece of it by purchasing an NFT token that is based off of that property value. Paul, we're doing that. We're literally doing that. No, that is sexy. That is amazing. But it offers the average person on the road an opportunity to be able to get in. Because for me, one of the things that I'm finding a little bit frustrating about NFTs is being a new investor into this. Because look, I know you guys, you buy stuff because it's exciting and you hold it. My only premise really for getting involved in this stuff is to make money.
Absolutely.
Right?
Same with us. I just like some pieces that I know long-term will gain.
Okay, for me, I have no emotional connection to anything. I look at it strictly as something that could make me money.
It's an investment.
But some of these, like we mentioned the apes, for example, some of those entry points on those apes and some of these projects is insanely high.
Yeah.
Right? So how does the average person, let's say, look, these things we're talking hundreds of thousands. How does the average person who has 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 find a good NFT project to be able to get involved? You mentioned communities. How does one research? Where do you even start in being able to find a good NFT to get involved in?
It's a good question. I mean, there's so many avenues to start. I always say, anybody that comes up to me and says, how do I get into NFTs? If you're not part of a community, if you don't know what a community is, you don't know what Discord is, everyone knows what Twitter is.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what YouTube is.
Yeah.
Search NFT.
Right. What is Discord?
Hashtag, yeah. What Discord? So Discord actually started. I only learned what Discord was only because I missed on Bored Apes, and I'm like, I need to get into this space and do some research.
Absolutely.
Discord, it used to be a platform and it still is a platform for gamers to go in and start to talk to each other. Say like we're gonna make an announcement on when we're gonna go on Twitch and start gaming. Discord is like the engine of what a community is, an engine of what an NFT is. So Discord is an application where you can enter a community, so by invite only, or you can join if you search some things on Twitter that says like Royal Falcon Club, for example. Join their Discord. You click that Discord link, it takes you to a community. You have to verify yourself, so you're not a robot or a bot that's in there that could hack and whichever. You verify, then there's a general chat And that general chat is where all the community members are. You can ask your questions. The nice thing is everyone is friendly. If you're negative, they kick you out.
Right.
Ban.
Right.
And so if you have questions on what Discord is, on what NFTs are, those community members will start to talk to you. There are announcement channels. There are official links that will tell you about that project. So what a Discord is for me is the entry point on understanding what the project that you're looking into. So say you go on Twitter and you search NFT, you see a project that it's called Bunny Buddies, for example. That's what I'm looking into now. And on the Twitter, they have a tweet that says, join our Discord. That's your answer for information. Go in there, learn what it is, see the community. And then there are some categories that you want to look at to see if it's a legitimate project. And we can get into that.
This is it, because there are some projects that I've heard about. I've literally gone straight on OpenSea to try to find it. I search, and there are 12 different sellers.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing with not every seller on OpenSea is verified as well.
That's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem. That's why you have to do, a lot of research. In this space of crypto NFTs, you have to put the time. Yeah. If you hear your friend is buying this project or that project, and you trust him, maybe you can invest your money. But if you want to treat your money in a nice way, that it treats you back in a nice way, you have to put the time. You have to put the energy. You have to follow and research all the project that you think it's going to be worth the investment, right? I remember, when I started, I used to put literally like 7 to 8 hours a day just to, because there is thousands of projects.
That's another job.
It is.
It's a full-time job.
Literally.
Yeah.
And luckily there was COVID at that time, right? Because this is where you have nothing to do, and you put the time to and energy to find out what are the because there is crypto, there is thousand of coins, NFT, thousand of projects. And I have a similar story like similar as the one Yusuf mentioned. Like when I started to hear about NFTs, I missed on a huge opportunity.
You gotta listen to this one.
And I was ready with the money, by the way. Like, so I'm a big fan of Gary Vee.
Oh my God.
And this guy was talking about NFTs, and
Be friends.
Yeah, be friends. I'm listening to him, and it seems interesting, but still I don't understand the utility behind it, right? And he's saying, okay, whoever will buy this one, I promise I will work my whole life to make it worth it, etc., etc. So I said, okay, I'm gonna buy. I get and the entry at that time was, if I remember, it was 3 ETH because it was a Dutch auction. So it started at 3 ETH and goes down. And whoever get it first, he will get it. So I bought 3 ETH. It cost me at that time $9,000. It's in my wallet, ready for the launch day. It was 3-4 days after. But remember, I believe in the guy. I don't understand what is the NFT, what is the utility that's gonna come after it. The ETH start to go up in value. So when I bought it was 2,500, and it became 4,000, like in 2-3 days. I was like, why would I buy a picture for like $10,000 or $6,000? I made money on the ETH. Screw it. I'm gonna sell my ETH and keep my profit.
Fair.
Logical, right?
Right. Which is what I did. And then now, if you want to put your hands on one of the V friends, it's 12 ETH, my friend.
My goodness.
So it brings back to the
Just
idea
to
of
put things in perspective, how much is 12 ETH worth
today is like $25,000, $26,000.
That's crazy.
Like easily. And this is the floor, because there is in any collection there is the floor price, which is the basic, and there is you have the rare and more traits. More you go in rarity, more the price will be higher. It brings back to the part where you have to, you have to put the time to understand so you don't miss big opportunities. And this is what we're trying to do in our project, in our community, because we have a lot of friends, a lot of people from family, friends. They ask, okay, where do I start? So we're trying to bridge this gap between the people who made the mistakes, put the time. They are now building projects in the NFT world, have the experience, and the people that they are willing to get into the world. But we're trying, it's a fast track. Get them there. You have the connection to those guys. You'll get the knowledge. So you don't have to, spend 8 months to ram up all the knowledge that the other people have. But in the same time, you still have to do your homework.
Absolutely.
Like we'll dedicate our time to do our research that we've been doing, and then just say, look at this project, but do your own research.
Yep.
Not financial advice.
That is a classic line for everybody who talks about crypto. This is not financial advice. This leads us nicely into the project you're working on, because you've got your own NFT that you're creating at the moment, the Royal Falcon Club. Obviously, I've sat down with you. It's an exciting project. I know about it. Let's bring the audience in. Tell us what it is. Tell us why it's going to be awesome, why other people should consider it and get involved, and maybe a great point for some people who are new into the NFT space.
Yeah, just like Abbas was describing, it's the idea of bridging the gap between people who are experienced, who have made their losses, who have made their research, and who are now making their gains in their own project, and bridging that with people that want to be into NFTs but don't know where to start.
Right.
Out of the 8,000 or 20,000 projects that are coming out, we'll look at our projects as the first NFT they can get into and enjoy some of the gains and information and the details onto it. And the way we want people to understand is that a lot of the times when we sell a gain in our NFT that we've made or that we've bought, we like to take our initial investment out and then we play with that essentially free money. Yeah, so the risk factor is not there anymore. It's just it's free money. I can go and I did some research. I like this project. Here's some ETH. So what we want is people to get into that community, discuss, look at it as friendly, and then what we're going to do is offer rewards for holding one of our NFTs. So there are raffles, there are airdrops. There are games to win giveaways and things like that.
Please explain what an airdrop is.
Yeah, airdrop. Airdrop. So if you hold our NFT, so once we launch and people own it, what we'll do is look at all the wallet addresses that hold that NFT, and then randomly select one. And then what an airdrop is, just like dropping a picture to you through iPhone.
It's a gift.
But it's a gift in ETH. So we say we'll give you 0.1, 0.2 ETH just for holding our NFT.
Nice.
And then we'll do that with raffles. So based on, and Abbas will go through the milestones if you want to, if you don't want to give too much alpha, but I mean, this is the best spot to give it.
What is alpha?
Yeah, alpha. Yeah, let me go back. I mean, I think I've said alpha like 4 times. Alpha is information from someone who's really done the research and where there's a community that has the same sentiment as you in terms of this information is key. There is going to be something big behind this project, and it'll hit. Like it'll be a good one. And to get into it early, that's pure alpha. Got it. Also some secret information, which is
love it.
Yeah. So that's what we want to build, and I think you can go through the milestones because that's the big one.
Yeah. Actually, I just want to mention one thing. I assume the people who are listening to this one will be new, most of them, right?
Absolutely.
To the world of NFT. So it's an advice. Even if you don't want to invest, even if it's something that you're afraid of, which is normal. It's a new word, and everyone is skeptical about it, right? Go into Discords, and by the way, Discord is just an application, as Yusuf mentioned. It's replacing a little bit the website that we used to have before. So before we used to have a product, and to know about the product, you go to the website. Right?
I see.
This one in the what we call the new Web3, right? It's a new term that I'm using right now.
Listen, this episode has been so good because I'm learning. You're gonna be seeing me using all these jargons now.
So
I'm an alpha.
And it's an alpha. So basically, the Discord community is replacing the website of a product, because now whatever you want to know about that project, it's going to be in the Discord. You have information about the roadmap. What is the price? Details about the project, updates, etc. Community, who are the people behind it, who's the people supporting, etc. So it's simply an application. You go there and you join and you discover what's the project is about. There is no harm in going there because there is no investment in going there.
Absolutely.
It's only time, right? So what we're trying to do also in our this is the way we see the project that we're developing. We want the people to get the information, the knowledge, whether they will invest at the end in our product being a holder or not. Because information today, yes, you can find it everywhere, but on the internet, you will get scammed also a lot. Yeah. Being part of a community that you trust, it means that you're building some, walls. Yeah. Right? You're protecting yourself from scams. And once you get the education, then you're, free. Either you want to go and invest in this project or any other project. But at least do yourself a favor and learn about the NFTs.
So one of the advantages of being part of the Royal Falcon Club is that you get education on NFTs, and you get some of the safety points on what to look out for before you get involved in any kind of projects. All right, cool. So I download Discord. What do? I search the Royal Falcon Club. Is that what we do?
You can, so like I said, the only way you can find a Discord link to get into is through searching on Twitter, YouTube. I found it very difficult going on Discord and searching for an NFT project,
right?
Because you just have to put this code.
Yeah.
So on Twitter, you'll see some of the NFT projects, pictures, explanations. You can click the link, go in there, and do your research.
Yeah.
So with us, we have our Twitter account, we have personal Twitter accounts, and our link is always there. So when people go into our Discord and they start to ask questions, hey, what's your project about? There's announcements, there's lots of channels to learn about it. So that's the way to enter the Discord. There's no other, I haven't found another way to enter it.
This is the easiest way, let's say.
Okay. And I'm new to NFTs. I want to invest in NFTs. I've got a couple £1,000, not 25,000 to do VFriends. What do you advise? What do you recommend? I've never bought an NFT before. What do I do?
So the rule of thumb is get on the whitelist first.
Please.
Because it's the cheapest entry point.
And the whitelist is what now?
Whitelist is, so whenever a product is launched, it's like a IPO or a ICO, for example. It's getting into the project, getting into a product that's early on in its stages. Right. And if you believe in it as a
so that's basically the community before it goes public.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like a private sale.
It's a pre-sale, yeah.
Got it.
And then once you mint through that whitelist, what is mint? Mint is being able to buy that product initially before it's public. So on their website or on their on the website.
Like buying a property off plan.
Yes, that's it.
Got it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then once that's done, the smart contract will automatically deploy it onto OpenSea, which is the secondary market to buy NFTs. So typically, if there is demand for that NFT, the volume trades or the amount of people that want to buy into it, you'll see it on OpenSea. They'll tell you the floor price, they'll tell you the volume, and how many owners and how many NFTs are out there.
Got it.
You can buy it in secondary. You can go onto OpenSea. So say you go on Discord and someone links you another Discord. Yeah, like I like this project. It's already launched, and you go into that Discord so that you can link you into another Discord, and you see the community is awesome. They're helpful. They're friendly. They're active on Twitter. They have this, which is my favorite channel. Is if you own the NFT, there's a friend follow friend or Falcon follow Falcon. So they go on there, and then they kind of in that community. If you have their profile picture of that Falcon or that Doge Pound or whatever, they all kind of communicate together. So if you see that that's active, that's a good community to enter. And then if you go onto their website, you read the roadmap, which is kind of the project milestones, where they're heading, what they're doing, what are the team behind that project building. Because if someone builds a project and leaves it alone, it's going to die.
Yeah.
So the idea, in the end, you're building a business.
It's about utility, community, and what you can do for the holders of that NFT.
And it's always nice to own a cool looking profile picture.
Absolutely. Yeah. Listen, some of the art has definitely improving.
Yeah.
Some of these, the earlier ones, like even VFriends, that was some ugly. He looks like his grandchild designed those NFTs. They're so ugly. But so for me, like my strategy for getting involved in crypto, in any crypto project, I know that if I miss a project and I hear about it while it's already at an all-time high, I know that I keep an eye on it. Wait for the price to go down. I usually have my percentages that I work with. When it comes to NFTs, I'm not quite sure how that works, because once a floor price goes up, it seems to just go up. They hardly come back down. So if I've missed VFriends at $2,000 and it's now at $25,000, do I stay away from VFriends completely? Does it go down? Do I need to look for another project? What is your strategy with that?
So it is hard to guess, let's say, right?
Right.
Because no one can, guess what's going to happen in the market. But let's talk about these, what we call the blue chip projects, like VFriends.
How do you know what a blue chip project is?
It's mainly the project that, started, let's say, since the beginning of this year, like Bored Ape, VFriends, the Punks.
So does a project become blue chip from its launch, or does it grow to become a blue chip?
Actually,
project?
it grows. But most of the project that right now they are like expensive.
Yeah.
These what they call the blue chip, because it's like started early, and now the value is huge.
Right.
So if you want to, you want to enter to the space of the NFT. You want to buy something, but you don't have the money, the capital for it. It depends on the project. Means that if there was one of the project we were expecting, like we invested in, as because we're a builder, but we're also investors, we're traders. We like to buy and spend the money on NFT.
Every week.
We're true degens.
I'm telling you.
So the idea is you have to do the research about the project, because some of them, if the floor price goes up, it's not gonna go down anymore.
Yeah.
You have to wait for a crash in the market. But this is what we were thinking, right? If you look at the crash that happened, or let's call it
correction
that happened in the crypto market recently, look at what happened with the NFT, man.
Mm-hmm. There's a bull run going on right now. Yeah.
So now the people, if there is something wrong going on in the crypto market, they are hedging against this by buying NFT. Yeah. So again, no one can decide or guess what's going to happen in the market, but you have always to, my strategy always, buy 2 of the collection that you believe in. If the price goes up, you sell 1, you get your capital with some profit if possible, that's perfect, and then you keep 1 and you ride the wave. Yeah. It's a free money, right? Yeah. So this is one of the strategies that we use to get into any project that we like and we believe it's gonna explode.
Let's give the people some
alphas.
Let's give them some alphas, some real life projects that they can go and look at. Not something that you have invested in already, but something that you're looking at that is about to launch, that is forthcoming. What have you got your eyes on?
I was just actually talking just before this started the podcast with Bas. We kind of we saw some volume on something called Global Citizen, and Global Citizen is a East Asian market artwork and NFT. And right now, all NFT projects are all US based, European based. Yeah. And once the Asian market gets in, I mean, you know that's over.
It's all over, Jackie.
So I got a message in a group that I'm in. And that's what I call as alpha. And the message was, go look at this project. And I know this guy for maybe 6 months. And anytime he said something, I've always followed to see what happens to that project. And every time he said something, that project 10x'd. Yeah. Right. So Global Citizen was one that he launched. And I looked at the volume. It was 0.18. And I've been trying to buy the floor. I mean, I think for an hour. And I messaged Abbas. I'm like, you get in this, man. I can't catch a floor. What did you buy at the end?
It was the 09.
Yeah. So you go into OpenSea and you basically bid.
Yeah. So you go in there and if you click floor price on OpenSea, it'll take you to the only ones that you can buy now. Yeah. Otherwise, there's some that are not listed and you can make offers. Yeah. So what we do is get the floor price because I'm not going to spend. I'm not going to look at rarity right now. I know I want to flip. I want to make that gain. So at some point, and I think today it sits at 0.28.
Have you flipped anything yet?
Yeah.
What's been like the juiciest gains you've made so far from NFTs?
Recently? Little Heroes, I guess. Right?
Yeah, the best one is Little Heroes.
What did you get it and what did you?
We got, and I think until today I say I got lucky getting it, and I got in at the whitelist, which means I got the floor, the lowest it can possibly be. At each NFT was 0.4 ETH.
That's nice.
So once it launched, it went in there. It deployed onto OpenSea. And the volume just kept going up. And I messaged Abbas. I'm like, man, this is at 2.2 now, 2.2 ETH. So from 0.4 ETH to 2.2 ETH, I said, I'm selling. I'm putting it on sale. And we'll keep the other one and see what happens. Yeah. So that was, I mean, how many X is that now?
Yeah, that's a 5X.
Yeah. Easily, 5X.
Yeah, that's 5X.
With less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Damn. So you spent $800 and you made,
that's crazy.
$9,000.
That is why people, I don't know if you heard about this kid who made 7 million. Did you hear about it? He sold, I think in the last 9 months or so, he sold $49 million worth of NFTs, made 7 million profits. Yeah. Incredible. 19-year-old kid.
I know some people that have made 2 million on one trade.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Some of my NFTs are looking nice.
Yeah, so I mean, and they help. You have to remember the people that are making this gains. So for us, we're making 5x, 4x gains. Yeah. The people that are making $100,000, $200,000 gains or $1 million gains, they've held for the last 6 months.
Right.
Yeah, they've held the Bored Ape for the last
try to
8
do
months.
it now.
I mean, having the gut to do it. To hold on that long, you can't do it now. No way.
But this is one of the things as well that I think it's really important because I see a lot of people getting hurt in this crypto world because they come in for really quick gains. They want to buy Shiba, they want to buy Doge, they want to buy whatever, something you can flip within the next few days. But I always tend to say that, look, if you have a long-term strategy, if you're willing to hold on for the next 6 to 12 months plus, you are long-term investors hardly get ruined in this market.
And 6 months is not long term.
It's not a long-term thing, right?
It is now in the market.
Yeah, now with the way with the amount of projects and cryptos that are happening, that is a long term.
Because things are moving really fast.
Yeah.
But if you really come in here with the attitude and the patience to be able to be in this market for the next 12 months and be prepared to hold, don't overextend your investments, just stay in your sweet spot and you can hold something for 12 months. It is unlikely you're going to lose money in 12 months.
You're bringing a very important point here, Michael, because there is, strategies, right, to investment. Yeah. Some of the people, they will be like flippers. I'm going to buy, I'm going to sell. I don't care what the project is, what's utility they will give me. I don't care. I'm just going to make some X's and that's it.
Cash.
I'm going to move to the next one. So you have to decide which one of these guys are you. Are you the one that, okay, you will hold for a long time because you believe in the project, because you believe in the utilities, and this is a point maybe we have to stop on and discuss it a little bit. Do you believe in the utilities that this project is giving you back, or it's just a flip? And there's no harm in both strategies, right? It depends on your, let's say, taste.
Yeah, it depends on your taste and,
but if we
what you believe in, isn't it?
Exactly. So crypto market, it was always advised hold for long term, because we know that long term crypto will keep on going up.
Absolutely.
And NFT in the space of the NFT, it's gonna be the same. You have just to choose which project are giving you the incentives in terms of value, benefit, utilities to hold.
While you hold.
And some of the other projects that you can use it as a flip. Simply. Now, how you decide which one I wanna flip, which one I want to hold, right? It all goes back to the utilities that this project is giving you as a holder. And when we talk about utilities, it could be different things. I'm gonna just give a few examples to make it clear. So, in the project of the Royal Falcon Club, we said we're trying to educate the people, right? But we all know because if you get educated in the space of crypto and NFT, the only way to learn faster is by applying what you are learning, right?
Yeah.
And if you want to apply, you need the money.
Absolutely.
So you go there, you invest, you lose, you win, you make money, and you learn. So one of the utilities that we're offering to our holders is some raffles that get back to the holder a good amount of money. The details of, I'm not going to go into, I'm going to keep it a little bit secretive, but they can go to our Discord. Some of the prizes are really interesting. Maybe I can say one.
You just give one interesting one, and then the rest.
Tesla, for example.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
nice.
It's not about, let's say, it's not about, the only about the money.
And how much would people have to be spending to be able to get a hold of your, what would be your floor price or whatever?
We have done, let's say, the market study, and we saw that for the value we're giving back in terms of knowledge and the access to the knowledgeable people and the prizes, 60% of our, after, let's say, cost, which is profit, is going back to the holders. 60%. I don't think there's a project right now who's doing this, because we truly believe that this is a project for the community. Now, how much they need to invest if they get into the whitelist? It is 0.125 ETH, which is today maybe 400.
Yeah, about $300-400.
Exactly.
And then you could potentially win a Tesla.
No, by the way, it's not only Tesla. Go there, check. And
send me
you'll be surprised.
Send me the link. Let me buy 10.
and again, so that roadmap, I mean, raffle is only by chance. Yeah. One of the other utilities is if for all holders, every time you hold on a monthly basis, based on an investment that we're going to do for the community from our profits, is something that will reward them every month with ETH or a certain token.
So it's like creating the idea of the passive income without, going into
passive income.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Which is cool, because I think one of the things, I suppose the differences between owning crypto and NFT is that with crypto, I can sell it at any time whenever I want to. With NFT, it's slightly different, right? It's like eBay. There has to be a buyer. So I don't have a guaranteed buyer. I can't, if I wanted to liquidate my crypto today, I can, it's easy.
True.
I can literally go onto the exchange and I can liquidate it straight away. With NFTs, is a little bit more, it's not as straightforward, right? It's I can only sell it also for whatever somebody else is willing to pay for it.
But the flavor is different.
Yeah.
The flavor is different.
Yeah.
When you sell your crypto, it's like a software. You don't know who bought from you, right?
Yeah.
NFT, it's more close to the traditional trading.
Yeah.
Speaking about the utilities, I wanted to go back to the point where whoever want to decide which way he goes, flipping or holding, go and look at the utilities of the project you're investing in. This is one of the major point that you need to get and study it. And most of the time, it's in the roadmap.
Yeah. Okay.
So go there, check if you like the utilities, if you like the roadmap, if you like the community, if friendly, then I think it's gonna be a good project.
Just to add on that, there's utility. I mean, just because right now we've only talked about gains. There have been losses, and we should talk about those.
Let's talk about those too.
Before we move on to that, utilities is important. Community communication, active community is good. Twitter account is good if the followers are high, but also the team. So there's a website always linked to each project. If you go onto the website and the team is anonymous, that's a red flag for me.
Okay.
That's why aren't you? How come you're not putting your?
I suppose Bitcoin is the only one that we give a pass for that, right?
And Bitcoin gets the pass because they're the original
exception.
Yeah. What I have purchased projects where the roadmap looks cool. They talk about gaming. They talk about passive income. And they sat into my wallet for the last 7 months. And I think 4 or 5 of them have gone to like 0. Wow. If I want to sell it, there's no volume. There's only one that said gaming, and the team has been working. We used to go into that Discord and be like, is this a rug pull? What's happening with this? Yeah. And no one would answer except for one team member. He's saying, look, we're building, we're quiet now, but wait and see. Some nonsense. So I go back. Yeah. Only last week I went back to that Discord and said, hey, what's happening? Should I just hide this so no one sees that it's in my wallet? Like you have all these like semi blue chip projects, and then you have this Evaverse. And I looked into announcements. They have teamed up with Dogepound Studio, which is a gaming. So for so long, it's been like 0.006 on OpenSea. Today, it sits at 0.345.
Wow.
Ethereum. So
this is where the patient. You have to be patient. And
believing in the team. So I didn't know the team.
I mean, you didn't believe in the team. The team, because you didn't even know who they were.
Yeah. But then the team, if I went back to the website, they doxed themselves. Doxed means that they've unveiled themselves.
Oh, okay.
Like who are these guys?
Yeah, and they've connected themselves to a LinkedIn that has been there for more than a year or 2. So okay, these guys have put their reputation on the line. No one's going to put their reputation on the line.
Do you know what? That's important. Yeah. That gives you a little bit of safety and security to know that these people are owning up to what they're putting out there.
Yeah. So I'm investing into not only the utility, the community, now the team that I know.
Yeah.
And I can follow you on LinkedIn just to be sure.
Just to be sure.
There have been projects where, even in crypto, I thought at one point I was going to become a millionaire overnight on crypto if I bought enough, and I ended up losing $2,000 or something.
What did you buy?
There was on Binance initial coin offering. If you own BNB, it was called TKO.
Right.
I think it's a Malaysian Binance, and Binance was tied to them.
Right.
And so I had like 20 BNB tokens, and at that time I got like $40, and now they're sitting at 500. And so I staked them with Binance, and then after a week or 2, based on a calculation they make, they airdrop the TKO token. So I get my Binance tokens back, and I get bonus tokens. So after I calculated, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get like 300,000 tokens for this. And when they launch it, sometimes it goes to like $1.
Yeah.
Hey, that's quick money.
Yeah.
So when I after they released the IPO, I got like 6.4 TKO tokens. I'm like, was this a scam? And so then I went back onto Binance, and they had in 1 hour they were going to launch that token. So I put up some money. I put like $4,000 to buy it at 0.4 cents, and they were releasing it at 0.4, which is 40 cents, and they were releasing it at 0.1. So as soon as it hits 0, I click buy, and then I can buy it when it hits that one. So I clicked it as the counter went down, and this whole like loading screen came. I'm like, man, I made it. I got it. I'm a millionaire. After it finished loading, I bought at $8.
Wow.
So it shot up to 10, shot back down to 4, and I sold. I'm like, oh, there's half my money gone within seconds.
Yeah.
So you can make money within seconds, and you can lose money within seconds.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was a gamble.
I think with crypto, it's really important to know, to have a strategy is really important to know. So for me, I know that whole day trade, I love to be able to get onto the IDOs and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But only a few, they're not really guaranteed, are they? So for me, I don't mind paying a small premium and holding for a while, because I know that they, as interest develops, it's going to continue to grow. I don't mind holding on for 6 months to 12 months before I get my money back. It saves me from losing half my money.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? I don't, and for me, I just absolutely will not sell at a lower price than I bought in at, because that just does something to my
hurts.
soul. I absolutely won't do it. I won't do it.
Unrealized loss is okay.
Do you know what? I did that with I bought some Engine. When Engine was popping, I bought some Engine. I bought some Decentraland. So this was like February 2021. Yeah, so it was a nice entry point at that time, and they went up. I think April time. I think that's when all the altcoins were hitting different all-time highs and all.
Season.
Oh mate, it was delicious. So I sold my Mana, I sold my Engine, and in November or whatever it was, it did double what I sold it for. I mean, I didn't sell at a loss, but if I had held on for a little bit longer, I would have made a lot more money. Yeah, it's part of the game.
I think if you look at just like you're talking about, it's a cycle. You go from Bitcoin, which is the big one.
Yeah.
Once that pumps, and once that pump is over, it goes on to the altcoins, Ethereum and altcoins.
Yeah.
I see NFT as part of that cycle. So as soon as Bitcoin, Ethereum is pumped, alts are done, the next cycle is NFTs. And then once Ethereum starts to pump, NFTs start to drop because the value of it anyway in dollar or in pound is down. So there's a cycle there, and if you catch that cycle, then it's even easier to start trading.
Yeah.
NFTs specifically. So. NFTs are fun. It's
they're exciting. They're addictive. They're addictive. I have spent too much money unnecessarily buying this stuff, and I need my money back by Monday. I need my money back by Monday. Listen, guys, this was an absolutely informative talk. I absolutely enjoyed having you on here. It's exciting what you guys are doing with the Royal Falcon Club. I am involved fully. Yep. The reason why I brought them on here is because we have already had that preliminary conversation and discussed how we're doing this together. So I hope you enjoyed the show today. I hope you've learned, because I have sponged. I'm going to be watching this over and over again to get all the little gems that you've shared on here.
Definitely.
But I appreciate you coming back. How can the audience keep in touch with you? Twitter?
Twitter
all
is
of that good stuff.
At RFC5050 is our main Twitter account, and then my own Twitter account is at YYDXB32.
Say that again.
Yeah.
At YYDXB32.
Yeah.
And they can follow me also on at MetaLab Dubai. At MetaLab Dubai.
Well, there you have it, guys. You already know. Keep following us. Sir.Michael O on Instagram, Moving Mountains Podcast. This has been brilliant. Thank you. See you guys next time.